hello, assalamu alaikum, ji ayanu, pakhair agale, ni hao, chunashumme, washmale, ohio gazaimes, guten morgen, hi, hugs and hellos. And a very khush amadi to all those people who tuned into PT World and Watching World this morning. Alongside Shahzad Khan and Maha Makhdoom. The day is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Maha, how are you?
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum Shahzad. I'm well, I'm fine. I'm just kind of trying to make sure that I'm at work, I'm trying to do good shows for you guys. I'm trying to focus these days. I've lost focus.
And it is very important to have focus as well.
Yeah.
And for all those people who are out there, it's time to rise and shine, wake and bake, get up. Please make sure that you exhale all of the laziness which you have within your own self and inhale all of...
It's not laziness though.
Yeah, all right, whatever it is.
I think it's quite hard because you've been saying that all week, and I don't think for everyone it's laziness. Sometimes you just lose focus or motivation, and I feel like I should tell you about how I'm feeling later because it links in with our show. But I think we should get going with
we will get going, and the only reason, Maha, that I mentioned laziness is because, when you get up early in the morning, you are quite a bit lazy as well, as if, you just do not feel like getting out of your bed, or you do not really. But then eventually you get the momentum, and then you're obviously doing it, and whatever you're supposed to do that, with zeal and fervor. I think that's what we need to do. But other than that, Maha, I think we need to get started with the top stories for this hour as well. So what stories do you have?
Okay, so I have a very interesting story today. So the population and household count, which has been taking place, is now in its second block of phase 1 under 6 population, and the housing census, okay, I don't know what that says, begins in 63 districts across the country.
Wow. Amazing that is. Because it's the second phase, ladies and gentlemen. The first phase was actually completed in the 63 districts as well. I think those 63 districts were insane as well.
Very poorly written news article. Very poorly written.
But moving on now, I think it's my turn to give you my part of the news, and that is government allows 70 international non-governmental organizations, which means NGOs, to work under new registration policy framework.
That's amazing.
Wow. I think that is amazing. And, previously, what was happening was that quite a lot of NGOs were even being shut down because of the fact that the framework they had to practice on wasn't really appropriate. So I think that was a good initiative. I think with this kind of effort, I think we'll be able to ensure transparency.
Yeah, exactly. And there should be a framework. I mean, every country has it, so it's absolutely fine.
That's what it is.
Okay, great. Now, Finance Minister Ishaq Dar has also said all our efforts are being made to achieve the targets of the Sustainable Development Goals.
Wow.
And Pakistan is one of the countries which has actually been doing really well regarding the Sustainable Development Goals, and we have been achieving quite well.
Yeah, and it is awesome to have SDGs as well. You probably get to focus more on and then you get to prioritize things as well, that, okay, this is the thing which we need to do first, and then this is which we will keep on probably doing in the order as well. I think, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, time now to move on towards the sports update. And as I mentioned yesterday, that, Pakistan and West Indies were going to lock their horns together. So Pakistan defeats West Indies by 3 runs in second T20 international in Trinidad, leads 4-match series 2-0. Wow, amazing that is. Pakistan's performing great. And I think this is how we need to keep on performing, to be the national heroes and then the international heroes as well.
Absolutely, and that's absolutely wonderful.
So are we doing the public service message today in the beginning, or you want me to do it by the end? Because by the end we at times forget it.
Okay, go for it.
All right, you want me to go for it. So ladies and gentlemen, the public service message for today, I think, is a very important one we have been mentioning. And we have been reiterating the fact that please make sure whenever you guys are driving around, please do not litter on the streets as well. Because this is something which you won't probably be allowed to do at your place because of the fact that your mother is around or your father is around, and they won't let you throw or probably, make it look like as if it's messy. So it's our country, country's our home, the motherland itself. Make sure that you guys are not littering while you guys are driving. May it be an ice cream or whatever you guys are eating, please make sure that you don't throw the wrappers away.
Exactly. I feel like also another thing is that a lot of people that we're also targeting, like if we were to travel abroad, we would never behave like this. So let's not do it in our own country.
Exactly. And I think I've got another one as well. Would you mind?
What, another public service message?
Yeah, just because, you mentioned that whenever we go abroad, we do not do that.
Okay, go on then.
So, okay, but there's one more thing which we don't do when we go abroad, and that is we do not really cut across the, lines which we probably have to stand in, or the queues.
Queues.
Please make sure that you don't do that, because if you do not do that in the other countries, make sure that you don't do that in your own country as well. Set a standard.
Yeah, I remember when I was going on holiday this year, I ended up having a fight with 3 women in the queue because they cut in front of a lady with children. It's terrible. Anyway, but as I was talking, Shazad, when you asked me earlier, and I said I'd kind of lost a bit of my motivation and focus. And it's really important, like you said, to keep motivation and focus, because there's a lot one needs to achieve in a day. And there's a lot that's going on these days. There's so many external stresses. You have your personal life, you have your work life, you have like your family life, social responsibilities. So it gets difficult, right?
It does get difficult, and then Maha, at times what happens is that, in life, whatever you plan for, whatever you're dedicated to, at times what happens is that you do not get the desired results when you want them. So this is one major reason of the fact that you lose focus, because you start to think that I've given in, or probably put in all the hard work, which I was required to do, but as a matter of fact, I'm not getting the desired result. Now, what happens is that just because of the fact that there's a delay in the result or the output of whatever, input you've given in, people lose focus. They get demoralized as well, and then they feel that motivation which you need to drive your own self in this life, I think that loses or probably gets apart as well. And then eventually when you get the results, you're very happy, you thank your God and your Allah Almighty as well. But then eventually when you get one more, for example, you've achieved one thing. Now what is the next step? Obviously you have to look forward to another achievement. And for people who do not plan on achievements, they lose focus.
Exactly. So to discuss what is happening, to discuss what we need to do with our lives, basically, we've been joined by a very special guest. We've been joined by Dr. Khalid Mahmood. He is an international inspirational speaker. He's a philanthropist. He's also a relationship coach. And he's also a master practitioner of NLP and the co-founder of Infinite Mind Power Company. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
So, we're talking about motivation and focus, and you're an international inspirational speaker. First of all, tell us, what is that?
Well, international, if you see in the developed countries, there is a lot of big concept there that at whatever level of your service, age, career, wherever you are, you need somebody to guide you. You need somebody to coach you. You need somebody to tell you the tools and techniques to move forward and move further. And in our country, the concept is different, that when you achieve a certain level and you just start thinking that I know enough.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the reason you talked about that we lose motivation. When you say that I know enough, it's mean that you don't know anything.
Okay.
Because I learned in this journey that the more I know that I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the game. So the motivation is something that which you need always, every time, every moment you came to this program. So you need a motivation to get up. So you wanted to speak, you need a motivation to speak. Yeah, so that's our point. So the speciality in my work is that I traveled a lot to learn actual tools and techniques. That how can you motivate yourself and how can you motivate your surroundings?
Okay, that's a brilliant thing to say, but I think culture plays a very pivotal role within being focused and being motivated as well. Now, the type of culture we have over here in Pakistan is very laid back as well, taking things very lightly, and then all of us, I know that it's going to be a very generic statement, but we are Mr. who knows it all.
Exactly.
Right? See, that's what the problem is. You were being modest when you said that you've traveled the world, and whatever you learned, you obviously have to unlearn it to learn it again.
Exactly.
Right? That's what it is. But then, how important do you think that the role of culture is?
Of course.
In being a motivated nation or the other?
Yeah, I tell you, your environment plays a very pivotal role in making yourself, making your personality, getting you motivated, giving you inner strength. Because if you are living in an environment where people are always telling you that you cannot do, you're not enough, it's not important to you, okay, and you should not do this, you should not do that. There's nobody who is there to push you. There's nobody who's there to pull you where you need. So that is the most important point which we need to understand, that environment plays a very important role.
Okay, so now one thing I have noticed within this, within the culture is that there is a lot of negativity to a certain degree. That, oh no, don't do this, what will people say, don't do that, this is not done properly, you don't know what you're doing. but there's lack of guidance. So how do we now start instilling that within the culture? Because in order to move forward, we now need to get out of this mind frame.
Exactly. That was the basic purpose of my all this journey.
Yeah.
Because when I was also facing these things, that a lot of things I've been hearing that you're not enough, you cannot do this, you should not do this, all negativities. But I just actually happened to see Tony Robbins.
Okay.
Tony Robbins is the
Very
world
famous.
topmost motivational coach. And I heard one of his speech and I read his book, and I tell you, that thing gave me an idea that yes, that's the right thing we need to do. Okay. So I just made an appointment with him, and from this I traveled to him. It is very long journey to be there and to meet him, because he is coaching millions of people in the world. So from there I got an idea that coming on to your question, that what to do with our society and ourselves. So the first thing is, if you yourself don't understand something, you cannot make somebody else understand. So you can read books, you can go to YouTube, Google knowledge. So it doesn't work. So you need to go to someone who knows exactly, and he can tell you that what to do. So I learned those skills. And then now I came to my country back, and it's not only Tony Robbins, there are top 10 whom I met and so many other people. So now the need is that programs like this, which we are now conducting, they are important to do it. Then the message goes across. There, I have recorded so many small little videos, 5 and 6 minutes. I'm giving these small messages to the people in a relationship, in your parenting, on your friends, on your leaders, in all areas of life. The small little clips I've made them, they are on my YouTube channel and all that. And then in your daily talks, you need to talk about these things. Then in your schools, you need to talk about these things. You need to call motivational speakers, because you need to get out of that idea, I know all.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, you need somebody who is expert on that thing.
Exactly.
Okay, but then, I think it is very important to decide, first of all, who's going to mentor you. I mean, you have been mentored by John Maxwell as well, and you mentioned about Tony Robbins as well. And then one of my favorites is Robin Sharma, I think. Quite a lot of good motivational quotes out there as well. So for all those people, you can check out their pages. But for you, was it easy to decide that, okay, you're going to be mentored by John Maxwell, even if the word said that, okay, he's the #1 life coach or the motivational speaker? How did you decide that, okay, these are the guys I want to learn from?
This is the best question, I would call it. This is the best question.
That's what you're known for.
I tell you, the major thing in your life is making a decision. Every day we have choices. A very small choice, a very big choice. And wholesome of the choices make us whatever we are. So whenever you want to take a decision, your personality, your paradigm is going to pull you back. You're going to get into the terror barrier. So when pain goes to a certain level, so you come to a point of decision.
Yeah.
So in my life also, I do have pains. Everybody has the pains. Pains of anything, of your career, on your personality, on your surrounding, on your country, so many things. So a time came in my life when I said, no, more. Because I want to do something big. I want to do something special. So then I got connected to these people, then I went to their profile, then I talked to them, the coordinators and all that. Then there are a lot of material available on the internet, you can see them. And then when you get connected with them, so that makes you easy to make your decision. But the bottom line is, your decision only comes when you really, really know that what I know myself.
All right.
Because most
So,
of the
so what solutions and techniques now do you have for all those people who are out there who think that, they're not really or highly motivated about their work
Yes.
and then, their relationships? How do you think you can bring about a change in their lives?
Well, look, if you read a book, if you go to a YouTube, if you go to Google, you get anything. So most of us know everything.
Yeah, which we do not really remember, though.
Yeah, but we know it.
Yeah.
Because if I start motivating you right now, so you will say that whatever you are saying, I know already. There's nothing special or nothing new I'm going to tell you. But that hairline difference comes to become a motivational coach, to learn something. So there are tools and techniques where you immediately, instantly change your state.
All right. What is that?
So, for example, I just make you understand like a way you are sitting right now and you are behaving in a certain way. So let's go 5 minutes back.
It took us quite a lot of training to do this. But
Yeah, this is what it is. This is part of it.
Yeah.
So just go to 5 minutes back from this program. So you might be passing through so many mind bugs and everything, and something going wrong at your home and something going wrong somewhere else, your friend and everything. So now you have to face a camera. So I'm just giving you a very
meager
quick example,
Yeah.
okay? Just make it happen. So we don't have a time to get into the discussions and lectures, and we just want to change.
Yeah.
So there are two things which make your personality. There are two things which make your state. That is, one is going on in your mind. That is, we call it internal representation. And one is outside your physiology. So physiology makes a very important role to become whatever you are right now. If you want to change your state instantly, and whatever is going on in your mind, you need to change your physiology immediately. Okay. Because if you are feeling low, you're going to face a camera.
Yeah.
And now the situation is that you don't have time to, go through the big things.
Yeah.
You need to just change instantly. So just take a deep breath. Like this, because when we take a deep breath, the motion happens. Your blood pressure moves. So motion creates emotion.
All right.
Remember one thing. Then you need to take your shoulders back.
All
Like this. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to pretend to yourself that you're already motivated.
No, I do not really have to pretend as well.
I do.
See,
No.
it was so good pretending.
Yeah. You see? So you need
Yeah.
to immediately change your posture. You take your shoulders back, take a deep breath, bring a smile on your face, even if you're not feeling like to.
Miles, where's your smile?
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Just go into that state. Now go to the internal representation. Remember, anything happening surrounding you, that is external representation. And whatever you're looking inside you, that is your internal
I
representation.
cannot see inside, it's dark.
Yeah, but the thing is,
No,
how
it
do you? But that's the problem, right?
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
the,
yeah.
What the whole point of this, being a speaker and an inspirational speaker
Yeah.
is that majority of people don't know how to handle these things.
Exactly,
And there's
exactly.
a lot of blurred lines, and as a result, like you said, you fall into the relationship coach as well, and
Yeah.
philanthropist and all these things. So people are not good at managing it, hence why all these different factors of their lives get affected.
Exactly.
So how do we manage these things? Like, I mean, taking a deep breath, putting a smile on your face, that's a very temporary
That was one example of giving you something
Absolutely.
at a very small
a
scale.
respite
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
respite. Okay,
So
this is
but
just an example to give you what are the tools and techniques
yeah.
you talked about.
So that's what I'm talking about. So now
Yeah.
that was one. So
Yeah.
what are the other tools and techniques that we can share with all our viewers?
Yeah. Now there are so many tools and techniques which needs according to your situation. Now, look, there is one thing. I just give you one liner thing that you will understand what all this. If I try to teach you leadership, so I cannot teach you leadership, your relationship is not going good.
All right.
I cannot teach you a relationship if your emotional management is not good, you're emotionally unstable somewhere. I cannot teach you emotional stability or emotional management if you have got some baggage in your heart and mind from your past.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a chain actually going on.
Right.
So you need to have a little knowledge about those things. You have to get an accurate thinking that in which area of my life I have a problem.
All right.
So we have to just go inside you and grab that problem and take it out.
So you
Okay,
really
wonderful.
need to fix all the bogeys which
So,
are
Yeah,
actually
so
exactly.
basically, so basically this is reflection. So you
Yeah.
need to be an honest reflection of yourself and do
Exactly.
your basically your SWOT analysis.
Exactly. But over here, what I want
Exactly.
to ask is, because usually what happens, that people, before we move into our own heads and, we think about what's going wrong and right, I think it's always your surroundings which have an effect on you, and then later on, it's your perception, how you perceive that this problem might be. Now, the major problem over here within this country, what people have is that somebody else was saying something bad about them or good about them. We are trying to change somebody else's perception about our own personalities. That's where we are confused. How do you think we can get rid of that?
Wonderful.
That's a
Again,
great
a best
question.
question. All questions are
Very
best from
good.
him. Yeah, wonderful. I tell you, you need to first put a full stop. If you ask me as a motivational speaker to move forward, full stop. Whenever you blame somebody, whenever you blame your society, your culture, your surrounding, everything, take control of yourself first of all.
Yeah.
Say to yourself that I take control of myself. Whenever you are affected by the surrounding, whenever you're affected by the environment, if somebody else can change your mood, it means you're not in your control.
Yeah.
Very simple. If somebody says something and my mood is off, it's mean I'm not in my control. So the first sentence you need to say to yourself that I take control back.
All right.
I take control of my life.
For all those people who are out there,
Yeah.
take the control of your life back in your hands.
Yeah, when you take control of your life back in your hand, the first thing will happen that you will stop thinking that what others are thinking about you.
That's what we need to do.
You need to understand it, because I tell you what is the tool. These are the tools actually. When you don't talk to yourself the way I am saying, because we have been mastering this speciality of thinking in a particular way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, if one person is thinks in a same way, so it's not his fault in one way, but fault in another way, that he has mastered the skills to think negative.
Okay, but that's the thing. Now, when you have got that, because it is much easier to believe something negative. You know, the environment we live in, or the people around us, as Shahzad said, you know, people jump on the negative. That's the stuff that sticks out the most. The positive gets pushed, you know, to the side. Now, as you know, mere mortals, you know, not everyone has the opportunity to meet everyone and, you know, reflect and kind of pull themselves together like you did. How can they benefit from meeting, you know, from someone like yourself, or, you know, what else can we do to give them the tools to kind of change that negative into positivity?
Well, look, you get whatever in your life, whatever you strive for. One thing is very much clear. That whatever you look for, you get it. Whatever you focus for, you get it, and you see it. So this knowledge, why I went to different types of people to answer these things and to understand these things, that there is a word, a law of attraction. Whatever you think in your mind, you are going to attract towards yourself.
All right.
So you cannot teach anybody something, whatever he or she doesn't want.
I've been thinking about so many heroines and models, and well, the law of attraction
Oh,
does not really
Shahzad,
seem to be
I
working
tell you.
here.
Okay, listen.
The law of attraction.
Okay, listen. If this electricity, you believe in electricity?
Yeah, obviously we do.
Okay, if you just put on your TV and this just get it on,
Yeah.
and would you say that there's no electricity?
No, we do not say it's law of attraction. We say this is how it works.
No, I want to say it that if your law of attraction is not working, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that there's law of attraction is a problem. Problem is with you, the way you are doing
All
it.
right, all right.
That's the
Okay, I
point
see, yeah.
I want to bring. Because law of attraction, if you understand it in a right way, so you can really apply. That's why we
And then
come
you
in.
have to work for it. I mean, you
That's-
just cannot
that's
sit
where
on
we
the-
come in.
Yeah,
That's where we come
you
in.
just cannot sit on the couch and think about all of
Exactly.
those pretty faces out there, but you,
Yeah.
know, you got to probably stalk them, I think.
Geez.
Or make sure
I mean,
that
why
you...
get to talk about this?
I mean, come
this
on,
is
it's a
just
morning show. I just
no.
want to be hilarious over here.
That's
what
not
it is.
hilarious, that's just
It's that-
disrespectful.
why is it disrespectful?
I think this is the law of attraction that we are sitting here somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere, somehow, you must have thought something
Exactly.
like motivation or something.
So
That's
this is
what
now
we
where
heard.
we're going before we wrap up this segment as well. Now, if there is anything which we have not asked you or you think is very important
Well, I have a
for
question.
the society out there,
Yeah.
please make sure that you you know, make people aware of that fact as
Yeah.
well.
The most important thing I want to share through your program is that people must understand that you need somebody sometimes to coach you. You need somebody to tell you tools and techniques. And people must understand that they should always have hunger to learn.
All right.
Let's finish this style of thinking that I know all. Nobody knows all.
Exactly.
Wherever you are. So actually the big idea I want to give you that I came with the vision to Pakistan. Actually, this is the right thing because my country has given me a lot. Whatever today I am because of this Pakistan.
Okay.
And now this is my turn to give back.
Yeah.
And I want to give this message back that every individual of our country, every youngster of our country must learn the leadership. And not the leadership which we are taught a very basic level of the leadership. Leadership all over the world is at a very higher level. Every one out of us is a leader, but we don't understand it.
Yeah.
So one thing is that people should realize that they should understand this topic as a leadership, leader in them, leader in their family, leader in their organization, and everywhere. And second, every individual needs to understand that how to unlearn something and relearn something, as you mentioned before. And there are so many people who can teach them, and I am personally available. My website is there, my YouTube channel is there, because I have gathered all those things in my
And
company.
we are going to share all those links on our Facebook fan page as well. So we'll give
Yeah.
out the Facebook fan page for our show as well this morning as well. But thank you very much, Dr. Saab, for being with us.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
It was a
much.
It was
pleasure.
lovely to have you. And, you know, for all those Pakistanis or anybody who's out there and who needs a bit of help, I think you can probably consult Dr. Khalid Mahmood as well. And for how long are you here in Pakistan?
I'm here now. My company, Infinite Mind Power, is there, so I'm also
Okay, so
here.
you can
Wonderful.
probably
I keep going and coming to.
Wonderful.
look up for that too.
Great, perfect. So with that, we're going to go for a short break, and when you come back, we're talking about motivational speaking and trying to get ourselves, pull ourselves up by the boots and do something. So the next person has done exactly that. So do stay tuned.
Because to feel motivated, I think we do need real-time examples as well, and he's one of them. So let's go for a short break. Good morning.
Welcome back, everyone. And before the break, we were in discussion with Dr. Khalid Mahmood, who is an international inspirational speaker. And it was really wonderful to have him on the show talking about how can we motivate ourselves. And Shazad said it's one thing motivating yourself, but then there's also a difference when you see a real life person who motivates you to actually do something.
Exactly.
Because they're doing so much themselves. And I'm going to let Shazad do the introduction because this person deserves a proper introduction because they've done a lot.
Yeah, because ladies and gentlemen, actions speak louder than words. That's what it is. That's
Absolutely.
how I'm going to put it. This guy belongs to a very mediocre type of setup as well because of the fact that he's worked hard within the industry himself. And then he's a great TV host. I think I've been out and about with quite a lot of celebrities roaming around. I think that he's the guy whom I think Pakistani people and people across the borders have loved the most because of the fact that one camera, one lens can change the life of a million other people. I mean, that's what we call about media as well. But today's time, because the technology has evolved so much, that one lens, if you take it to Syria, Burma, Aleppo, I mean, anywhere in the world where you want to help people, and for all those people who keep on asking these questions, that, okay, you know, we want to do something with our lives, we want to make sure that, you know, the life of the other people are going to get better, it can only be done if you have got that passion, dedication. And recently, you know, when we had Gule Afshan Tariq on the show as well, when we told you that, you know, she got a medal on behalf of Pakistan Nazariya Council, and we promise you that, you know, there's going to be somebody more amazing than that as well. And this guy, ladies and gentlemen, has actually been spending his New Year's in Syria. And after 2013, not even media channels or news channels were allowed to enter these places because of the fact that they were hot-struck areas as well. I mean, but other than that, you know, other than spending his New Year's over there, I think he's been helping a lot of people who really didn't even had a place to live. And it was just him on his Facebook going live again and again and requesting people to send in money or donations so that he can probably help other people. Within Pakistan, he has actually helped acid victims. He has actually helped people with disabilities as well. I mean, and the list goes on and on and on. And I think he's the first ever, that's why Pakistan Nazariya Council recognized him, because he was the first ever Pakistani to go to places like Syria and Burma and help the Muslims of that state as well. The first ever, and he got acknowledged. He's none other than Mr. Bakar Zaka. Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Thank you so much for a lovely introduction.
Thank you very much for coming over. It is
Well,
always
well
lovely to
deserved,
have you.
though.
Thank you so
Well
much. Thank you
So
so much.
today-
Yes,
Yeah.
wait, let me start.
Okay,
'cause
you
you've
go
spoken
ahead, start,
loads.
yeah.
Okay, congratulations, first of all. You've been doing some wonderful work.
The medal's there too.
The medal is here. So can we start from the gold medal? So can you just tell all our viewers, you know, what this medal was regarding?
Basically, the medal, as Shazad already mentioned, that the medal is about for being the person who is helping. I have been doing charity work for last 7 or 8 years in Pakistan, from Peshawar victims to Chitral flood victims. But I think whenever there is an international issue going on, if you contribute something in that, you'll get recognition from everywhere.
Okay.
That is the reason I got recognition from BBC also, and that is the reason I got recognition from Pakistan. And trust me, this was beyond any best actor or best writer or director's award for me. Once I was, when I was shaking hands with Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan Saab, the feeling was amazing. And just a 5-minute talk with him on stage, and the way he was like that, you have a responsibility, youth follows you, be careful.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so.
Okay. But
And
in
we
regards to-
are even sharing the pictures, and the information minister was also there as well. But unfortunately,
She's great. I love
you
her.
weren't able to give your acceptance speech as well.
Yeah.
And I think that at on such occasions, you do feel like saying quite a lot.
Yeah.
So what do you think would have been your acceptance speech on that day, because you never got a chance? There were so many people out there.
Basically, when I was going on stage, Mr. Ishrat Saab asked me that if you want to say something, please carry on. But the time frame was so limited, and being a TV host, and above all, being an editor and being a director myself, I understand the time frame. Sometimes the time frame is so short that the host should realize himself that,
Exactly.
okay, I should not say anything. That is the reason I went away. I was not willing to get into that phase that I
Okay,
should
that's
be.
very kind.
Yeah, because I should not waste time, because there were lots of other people who were getting awards, and I personally feel that the kind of lifestyle I carry, the people over there who were PhDs, and then there were people who were blind, and then there were people who were actually handicapped and still managing to pull off such big
Exactly.
stuff. I was like, no, I don't think so. I should be speaking over here.
It's just
That's
you being
amazing.
modest now.
No, this is the thing, because there is a certain public persona of you, and then there's also the reality, which the work that you're doing, which is also it's kind of like mixed, because I follow you a little bit on social media, so I'm always kind of torn, because we kind of know you as well, because you're also friends with Shazad, but it's kind of like, I know you because I know you're a good person, but then sometimes the things that we do, it's there's the
Does
publicity.
get a bit controversial as
Yeah,
well.
but the thing is, what drove you? I know you said that when you go and you help international things, it gets recognition, but what drove you to do that? Because it wasn't the recognition or the gold medal that drove you. Why did you decide to go to these countries?
Basically, from my childhood, I have been doing these adventurous acts. So reality behind this act is that I wanted to seek adventure. That's the bottom line. I will not sugarcoat it that, oh, I really want to help humanity and all that. The basic reason was that everyone was saying that you cannot go to Burma. And if I was in London, and I would think I was with his brother in Oxford.
Yeah.
And honestly speaking, I was literally having time of my life over there.
Yeah.
And there were few journalists who said that people are collecting charity on the name of Burma, but how are they going to give that charity over there, because they cannot travel there? And those people have no nationality. So how that charity is going there? So I realized that maybe many of the NGOs over there are just faking it.
Okay, at least you're speaking the truth as well. But other than that, there's one more
amazing.
thing which is very important. I think the nation wants to listen to that as well. I'm very sorry that I didn't tell you that I'm going to ask you this question,
Oh,
but I'm
gosh.
going to do that. Now, when obviously you're a TV host as well, and initially you started your career as a TV host, and you were one massive one, Living on the Edge was one of your amazing shows which everybody loved as well. So now then you moved on towards social media as well. But whichever platform you have been on to, it has been very controversial. Do you create these controversies by
no.
your own self?
No.
Or people mistakenly think that it's the other way around?
The point is that I am an entertainer. At the end of the day, I am giving them translation of Ayatul Kursi also.
Yeah.
The likes and share on that, and the likes and share on my pool party videos clearly shows that it's not me.
Yeah.
I am giving both of the things. The likes and share on Burma video are lesser than the videos which are more considered as controversial.
Yeah.
So people want to pick controversial stuff. Why they are not saying that? I personally feel that it's a big achievement from my end. Living on the Edge is nothing. I think it's just another show which got success or whatever. But reaching to Burma or especially Aleppo, I personally think no one can pull that off. And I
we have
challenge
those
everyone, and I
pictures
think,
as well. I mean, I'm going to request my producer if you can put that loop on as well, where we have pictures of Mr. Vakar Zaka from Aleppo, Syria, and Burma as well. So they're on the walls as well.
yeah, so why people want to pick controversial stuff?
Yeah.
The point, and the other thing is, when you talk about entertainment industry, you have Oprah and you have,
Yeah.
this was just before. Yeah, this is at exactly at
Okay.
Aleppo.
Now the thing is, I'm really thank you so much for being so honest with us and like telling us why you actually did it, and it was a challenge for you, and you've always sought out adventure. But when you actually went there, what I mean, did you realize that this is not a good situation? I mean, you've got pictures with some lovely kids there as well. Like, I mean, what happened when you went to these?
And was the situation like they portray on television as well, that this is what is going on over
Yeah.
there?
This is, I think if I wanted, I could have got so much charity that you have no idea. I could have said there are lots of problems over there and camouflaged my act over there and said, oh, there are huge issues. But trust me, it's more like if you say in Pakistan, a small area is having some conflict and some international channel record the footage and they post it like entire Pakistan is burning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
This is the same thing with Burma and Syria.
Oh, really?
Yes, in Burma if there is problem with Rohingya Muslims, that has nothing to do with religion.
Exactly.
That is a problem with a certain caste. And at the same time, if there is a problem going on, the Muslims living in Yangon, in Myanmar, Burma, should be having the same problem.
And I think we do
So
need
it's different areas.
Yeah,
Yes.
we do need an audio disclaimer over here as well, because whatever Vakarzaka is saying based on his own expression and
Yes.
obviously what he learned over there or what he got to witness. But as a matter of fact, since you've been followed by a massive amount or probably a huge audience of youngsters as well. Now, most of the time what happens is that, okay, there's one side of you where you're going to Burma, Syria, you're helping people, or the Muslims all around the globe. And then there's another side of you who wants to do adventure, probably jump off the plane and do, whatever, paragliding or parasailing, and this is another side. But as a matter of fact, for all those people who pick up on the stuff which you do, and even if they're saying bad stuff, okay, it does not really matter to you because you will keep on doing it. But then why don't you think that the youth of Pakistan learned the best of you as well? I mean, because you said that, when you went to Burma, Syria, or when you were helping people, the likes and shares weren't of that amount. But whenever it's some other thing, may you be doing something else or may it be controversial, they're going to love it too. So why do you think that you're going to create examples and people are going to follow your track?
Now, there is a very thin line in thinking that my personal fun life and then thinking that, okay, I have a responsibility on my shoulders. Now, I never asked anyone to look at me as a role model.
All right.
I was just doing my job. My point is that I never asked anyone to become my fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are my fans because I am giving them entertainment. In the world, there's a wrong concept that because of your fans, you become a celebrity. No. You become a celebrity because of your hard work. If I was not giving them entertainment, they will not like me.
Yeah.
They don't go to a random person and say, give me an autograph. They're asking for a selfie, they're asking for an autograph, they're liking my stuff because I am providing them a good time pass.
All right.
The entire concept of fan, a person becoming your fan, is this because they want to become your fan as they get entertainment.
So you do not really want fans?
No,
That's
I
what
don't.
you're saying?
No, because they...
And you're not doing it
No,
for
no,
people
no.
to follow you?
If I was doing it for my fans, I will never share my party videos. I will never share my other side, which is my personal life.
Then
Okay, let us ask this question then. So you do it, so why do you entertain people then?
Because I myself love entertaining myself.
Okay,
That's it.
okay.
Kissing a cobra is not considered entertainment way back 15 years. I did it because I liked it. And for some odd, lucky reasons, people started liking it.
Okay.
And the point is in entertainment industry, one should understand that there is Oprah and then there is Fear Factor.
Okay, yeah.
So they have these are two different genres.
No, but kissing a cobra, lying
Fair
under
enough.
a lion, probably putting your head into an alligator's mouth. What kind of adventure is that? What about your family?
You're
Don't
an
they
adrenaline
Yeah, because you're the
junkie.
only son as well.
That's the Guinness Book of World Record. That's Ripley's Believe It or Not stuff. In Pakistan, basically, everyone thinks that acting, engineering, doctor, and these are the genres.
Yeah.
This is another domain. That is the reason in Pakistan, everyone cannot be singer, dancer, actor. One should understand that these are also accepted in the entire world. Otherwise, World Peace, Greenpeace, or whatever the NGOs are there, they can ban Fear Factor forever.
Okay, so Vakar Zaka in days to come will be an NGO as well?
I'm already running this NGO because of the claims filed against me that why he went to Burma and was trying to help people without having an NGO.
Okay.
And this is filed by Pakistani people when I was in Burma. And this was very surprising for me that if I am helping someone and if I am doing it very transparently, why Pakistani or any person in Pakistan who is running already an NGO, they have an issue.
Now, but very quickly, I
fair
think
enough.
there's one more thing which we need to discuss over here. Quite a lot of people do not know that you can make good amounts of money on social media, may it be Snapchat, Instagram, may it be Facebook, elsewhere. I think you going to get the credit of probably being the first ever Pakistani to go for a live transmission, which was even paid, and the dollar sign was there on the video. You can go on to Wakarzaka's page and check that out. How do you think the kids of today can probably learn to do that as
And
well?
B as well, actually. I think.
Now, this is something that I really want government of Pakistan to understand. If they collaborate with Facebook, because right now what happening is that TV is almost like radio now. Social media is coming in, Facebook is coming with app. You can watch Facebook on TV, you can watch YouTube on TV. So now marketing, all the marketing budget is going towards social media.
Okay.
And because of these videos, if you're on Snapchat, even if you're on Instagram doing stories or whatever, at one point, the Western people don't see you as Waqar Zaka or Living on the Edge host or Shahzad or Maha. They see stats. If you are delivering good numbers of viewers, organic viewers, then they will email you, they will offer you good amount. And right now you can easily earn about $2,000 per month by having 5,000, 6,000 fans.
But you almost earned
That's amazing.
$1,500 for a 20 minutes live transmission Facebook, and it was just once. So I mean, as many times as you're going to be live on Facebook, that means that $1,500 or $2,000 every time. So initially, what you're trying to say is that the youth of Pakistan can probably earn $2,000 a
Obviously.
month, and then when they start to move on,
And they should not just go for my kind of content. They
That's
can
what I was
cook.
about to
They
say.
can go for cooking. They can go for makeup tips and stuff like
I
that.
was just about to say, what kind of stuff should they?
Anything.
Be creative,
Be creative and be original.
original.
If you have copyrighted stuff, even in background, some background music is running, you are gone from Facebook, from that ID forever.
Okay.
So no copyrighted stuff by any means.
So
what
that's
other
all
limitations
original.
are there? What are the limitations? For example, if you're talking to people, you cannot play a song. You cannot
no, you
probably
cannot.
display a product as well.
You can place a product.
Okay, you can place a product. What are the limitations? Do we have any other limitations?
The other limitation that when I was in this conference, and I was really, really lucky to be there, where they stated that what kind of feedback you are giving. So I gave them this feedback that there should not be anti-religious content in life, because now money comes into play.
Yeah.
Already there are pages on Facebook and there is a conflict going on. So what I was trying to request them that please make this as a rule that no one can go anti-religious stuff on a live monetization.
And you've
thing.
even written emails to Facebook
Yes,
as well
yes, yes,
directly.
yes, yes.
I
I
think
hope
that's a great thing.
I hope, because now views means money. So anyone can talk about anything.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and one last thing over here, and that is that I've seen quite a lot of my friends as well working via Google Ads as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And now, lately what I've seen is that they've got a problem that their pages, they get hacked as well. Or probably I think Facebook has another policy because they want all the money to go to them, and then probably they want to give away the money as well. What would you advise to all those people who are working via Google Ads as well? Do they still need to carry on, or they probably need to do it the way you were doing it?
Google is a separate company, and I don't think so Google has any link with Facebook.
All right.
If you are doing something on Facebook, right now the only way you can monetize on Facebook is through live Facebook videos.
All right.
And that's it. And right now it's not open in India. No one is eligible right now. They are only testing through few publishers like us. And my point is that whatever you do on Google, whatever you do on Facebook, don't copy paste stuff. That's it. No copyright stuff.
Okay, but do you think that in the days to come there will be quite a lot of disadvantages because Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat pretty much have got all of those characteristics within their applications, which each one of them has already got. So
all the
what are
same.
they in a competition, or which platform would you recommend that, okay, if you
Which is
probably
the
work
best
hard
one?
on this one, you'll get better results?
Facebook is definitely stand out because of the fact they have WhatsApp, they have Instagram, they have Facebook Messenger. So now the point is that they by chance have a very friendly interface in comparison to YouTube.
Yeah.
If you try to go on YouTube, you don't feel like going on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel like no one is watching, or it's just unfriendly platforms. I think Facebook is not copying Snapchat or anyone because of the fact that Facebook has billions of users. Snapchat has millions of users.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you so
over.
much. It was a pleasure having you on the show. And once again, congratulations.
And keep on doing the great work
Thank you so
with
much.
you.
Thank you so
Exactly.
much for calling.
Great. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Now we have to do our fruit of the day, which is honeydew melon.
Honeydew melon, that is, ladies and gentlemen. And it is known as garma, I think, over here in Pakistan, if I'm correct.
So it's very good because it's extremely low in calories and it's very good for your immune system.
And then it helps lower blood pressure as well. Excellent source of vitamin C.
And it's also a very good source of potassium, and it contains both soluble and insoluble fiber.
And furthermore, Maha, do you know that it contains adenosine, which helps to lessen the risk of heart attack and
Oh
stroke.
wow, I didn't know that. And also, it's really good source of vitamin A, B1,
B2.
B2, which is very vital, B3,
And
B5,
alongside that,
B6, E, and folic acid.
Phosphorus, copper, zinc, iron, magnesium, chlorine,
All of
calcium,
them.
sodium, and sulfur as well.
So
So,
that's
ladies and
honeydew
gentlemen, I
melon.
think it's no more apple a day. I think it's the honey melon. That's what it is.
Honeydew
But
melon.
look after yourself, and if there's any query which you want to ask, or probably if you want to get in touch with Mr. Bakar Zakka, the links will be posted on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of,
Well, this morning.
on Twitter,
Well, this morning without a G.
on Dailymotion and YouTube.
Well, this morning.
And this fabulous repeat is going to be at
11:05 p.m. this evening. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you bright and early on Monday.
Till the next time, 1 to 3. Good morning.